Jason Lee Podcast.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. Grab a snack and come on back, because when I tell you this is going to be a very long episode, and that's my homage to Wendy, who's a part of today's show, because there's been Wendy Williams sightings. This is going to be a long episode. I've had to cancel the rest of my afternoon because there's just no way to get from here to there to there to there to there all in an hour and a half when I have all this in front of me. I have had the busiest life the last couple of weeks. I've been all over the country working because, as you know, it's the end of the year. This is the last podcast of 2024. Clap it up for that. Don't it feel good to close a chapter of something? Because I feel like our lives at Hollywood Unlocked feel like a computer with a bunch of open tabs.
Oh my God.
Doesn't it?
It does. It does. And then the tabs just keep reopening.
And then I keep adding tabs. Yes. Well, I'm not adding any more tabs for the rest of the year. It's only a few more days, but I am tabbed out. I'm proud of myself for taking some time off, though, because I did take some time off. But even in taking time off, I've still been working. I haven't taken all the time completely off. I want to give people some updates. My life has been crazy the last couple of weeks. First of all, I went to New York. Everybody knows I went on the Breakfast Club. Had a great time there with Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Jess Hilarious. I went there to promote the city council race that I won. Everybody knows that I am now going to be the city councilman for District 6 in Stockton, California. So I went there because I wanted people to understand that while we talk about pop culture, we also need to talk about politics. We know we are in a crazy world, getting into some crazy times come next year. We already know. You know who is on his way back. Well, I went there to talk about my winning of a city council race, but not only me winning, but I talked about me winning the other, working with my colleagues to win the other seats, so that way we can take back control of our city. And so I'm so happy to share that, we'll be leading the city start at the top of January. So I went there to talk to them about that. And I hung out with friends and had a great time. But I did that right before I went over to the White House to go check out Joey. Because, Joey on his way out, him and Kamala, Auntie KK, they on the way out. And it was the last time that, I could get invited into the White House, at least during this administration. Shout out to Erica Lowe, who's been a friend of ours, who's made sure to shepherd Black media, Black-owned media, me, and Rob into the White House. Rob's been there a couple of times. You went this time. Did you have a good time?
I did. It was amazing. It was beautifully decorated. It was a great event. Joe Biden spoke. It was nice. It was
First
really
of all,
nice.
the president.
Yeah,
spoke.
President Biden spoke.
See, you go there, drink one glass of the eggnog, all of a sudden it's Joey, and Jill, Joe and Jilly. But the food was great.
It was.
Don't you? Okay, for people who've never been inside the White House, you feel like you're in history, right?
You do. It's like the architecture is beautiful. The artwork that is in there, they have somewhat like a guided tour, that person that takes you around and explains all the art pieces to you. It's really nice.
I felt successful because I've been there so many times. I was like, Rob, this is the red room, and then this is the green room, and check out this library, and then let's go over here, because I kind of knew my way around.
Yeah.
Showed you the Barack Obama portrait. Wasn't that like amazing to see? These are portraits of these presidents that have been passed down for generations. You saw Kennedy, you saw other people. Yeah. Well, we had a great time there at the White House. Let me show you a couple things. What content okay, this is me looking stunning in my Prada outfit right there at the entrance. And then what other photos do we have, or what other? Okay, this is me looking more even stunning on the inside of the hallway. What else? Well, put this picture up of me and Rob. Okay, here's me and Rob at the entrance. And then I took the mayor-elect, Christina Fugazi, with me because she had never been to the White House. And, she's been the vice mayor of Stockton, city councilwoman, and now she's going to be the mayor, the third or fourth female mayor of Stockton, California. Well, anyway, here is a video of Christina and I walking very slow-mo through the halls of the White House. And I'll talk over it. Yes, because this is what you do when you go to the White House with a content-creating city council person. That is it. That is all. And then, look, as Rob said, the president popped out. I took a little quick video of him and his wife. Take a look. All right. So while I was there at the White House, I got a text from Rihanna, and she said, do you want to go see Mariah? Of course I'm going to go see Mariah Carey. So I flew back to New York to go to see Mariah Carey with Rihanna. And look, as much as I don't want to talk about this girl on the show, because I don't ever want to ruin anything, because the internet be tripping, I'm doing this for the Navy and the Gag Nation, because y'all know once we get together, that Pisces Leo energy is crazy. Me, her, Rocky, and friends, we went to see Mariah Carey's show. I had seen it before, but this time was different because I got to enjoy it standing next to the goddess we all know as Rihanna. And she had literally just landed and got there from her plane and went straight to the venue. But take a look at this moment where, and let me just set it up. So Rocky needs to get an award for being that, and I'm gonna tell you why. He's from Harlem. He's a vegan, but he's from Harlem. He probably don't want to go to a Mariah Carey Christmas celebration singing with a bunch of people drunk off eggnog and a bunch of screaming kids screaming Christmas carols. But he did it with his woman. And I love that when you have somebody that holds you down and say, okay, this is for you. I'm going to go for you. He enjoyed himself, but he definitely sat down more than we did. Well, what he did do was he encouraged his girl, Rihanna, who was screaming at the top of her lungs every syllable of every song that Mariah Carey sung, to go to the front and see Mariah as she was walking through the crowd. So Mariah had already walked through giving her photo ops to people who were in the front row. And so we missed the opportunity, but then I looked at her and I said, why don't we just go up there? We, like two badass kids, walked to the front of the concert. And baby, when I tell you, Mariah was already all the way up the steps in a sequins dress. We called Mariah down, and then this happened. Take a look. Rocky made us do it. Only she can have Mariah walking back. Michael. Bullshit activity. Of course, Michael. Good.
Should I have her send my shirt?
Yeah, you can. Rum! Let Rum through.
Hello?
Rum!
Hello, Mariah.
Rum!
I need a signature. Who got the Sharpie? We have
Mariah.
I got one.
the Sharpie. Who has the shades? Yeah, you can have them.
Hi, Mariah.
For free.
Are you filming me on my bad side? No.
The good side? Which is your good side?
Let's get you shit.
I'll send it to Michael for approval.
Simon said, because my man made me forget.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
I know, make it work.
What do you want me to write?
Mariah.
Okay.
The fuck you think?
MC.
Whatever you want.
Is that a come out?
Wow, this is iconic. Mariah Carey is signing my kid, y'all. Oh, look at that shit. Look at that shit, y'all. I love it.
Well, listen, I think the thing I love the most about that is to know that Rihanna is an icon and Mariah is an icon, but Rihanna is not, she ain't one of them girls that's just showing up to she's an icon. But for her to show love to Mariah that way so publicly and really be fanning out, I didn't know that she was that big of a Mariah Carey fan. I went back and was watching YouTubes of her giving Mariah flowers all throughout her career in different stages. And so it was really good to see it in person. And they've been on stage together before and they've been together in other situations. But it was good to see the admiration both have for each other and to be a billionaire and be successful and be a mom and beautiful and that girl and still be humble enough. And I think that's the reason why so many people love Rihanna.
And you can see Mariah like looking at her in awe too. So like there's just the energy from these two like iconic, successful women was amazing.
I have multiple videos. I'm not going to release them all. This isn't a 6-part series of my Mariah Carey Christmas with Rihanna. This is literally me. I posted this the other day because me and her were texting, and I have to tell you, this was the greatest Christmas gift to be able to spend this day with her because afterwards we went and hung out at my favorite hookah joint and smoked some hookah. But the thing I loved about this was I was able to just enjoy her enjoying the show. Take a look at this other video I posted just reminiscing about that night. Take a look. I told Rihanna, you are a whole gay boy and trapped in a female's body. Like, she's so ghetto. But we live for you and we love it. And then after that, I flew to Stockton, where I live. Hello, Stockton. I flew home to have Christmas with the kids. A couple kids in my community. If you miss it, take a look.
I want a nugget. Let me say mine. I want a fire truck. Slime. I want a bike.
What do you want?
I want to make a necklace for my first time. I want to make one.
How we wrap it?
Where do you wrap it?
This way we did last
We can wrap it the same way we did last year.
Oh, okay.
Wrap it like that, but we're gonna do
Like presents.
like presents, but we're gonna do different sections.
So where we start?
Pushing over.
No organized way of doing this.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Jason Lee. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you from GWR Greater White Rose. You the best.
This is our second annual Toys for Joy. This was established last year. This year it's even more important because, as you know, I ran for city council and we won. Today it's all about Christmas. So if you come to me talking about, let me tell you about the illegal dumping, don't want to hear it. That's all coming. I want to hear it all later, but not today. This is more than just handing a toy to people. I want people to feel loved. I want to feel valued. We have toys, as you know, over there, food. We have music. We have all of you that are going to make it even more special.
This is where I grew up and seeing the smiles on the kids' faces. You like it? Ah! All right.
I realize probably a lot of them, this is maybe all they're going to get this year for Christmas.
I love that we're able to bring this type of joy and cheer to our community. We need it.
Jason Lee, District 6, y'all. Toy giveaway is crazy, y'all.
Events like this energize our community because they realize that there's somebody that cares about them and that is going to be there for them in their darkest hour.
Come right here and line up, and we're just gonna let you come in and get what's left. And if you want a Christmas tree, we got 21 Christmas trees with lights, so we're gonna give those away as well. Everything gotta go.
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Merry Christmas.
That's Toys for Joy. That's our second annual. Shout out to Lemuel Plummer and the Zeus Network, which are just amazing partners. To be able to do that for my community, you and Chris and one of our secret Santa donors. Thank you so much, because thousands of people were able to have a really good time. I feel like we've just done a lot.
Yeah, that's when I saw the video, it was so powerful to me too, because I mentioned this to you. Like, I loved seeing like the firefighters and the police out there playing basketball with the kids and the joy they got from getting the toys, but also that helps those people in that city see them as community members and not as like potential enemies. Like,
well, if you love to see it so much, why don't you pull up? It's been 2 years and you've yet to come. You know, we now have two different Toys for Joy shirts. We design a shirt, different shirt every time. This time we had Dab and Santa. Shout out to Winfrey who designed it. Shout out to Johnny who created that video. I mean, you really have to be in the environment to feel the love. And this year, you know, because I am the newly elected city council member, we had the police chief, we had the fire department come out, we had the assemblywoman Rhodesia Ransom, all the city council members came out. Well, almost all of them. The vice mayor of Lathrop, the mayor of Riverbank, the county supervisors. I mean, we had a lot of people come out and show support. The county showed up, the city and other private partners. We had haircuts and face paint and all that. So it was really, really good. And next year, I was inspired by TDE. You know, I went to the thing where Kendrick came out and SZA with TDE Top Dogs event to do more. So next year, I think I want to do a concert there.
Another tab.
Well, but it's for 2025, and we have 12 months to start planning it.
True.
So then after we did that beautiful Toys for Joy giveaway with all those kids, I got on a plane that day and flew to Detroit. Now, mind you, when you go to Detroit, I've never been to Detroit. When you go to Detroit, you should go and see Karen Clark Sheard. You know I'm a huge Clark Sisters fan. I landed, went to the hotel, showered, put the same clothes back on, and went to church because I didn't pack any clothes because I was planning to use the wardrobe at Wild 'N Out because I was just going to fly in for the day. So I was going to fly out. I went straight to the church. I called up J. Drew Sheard, who told me I'm his brother, which means Karen Clark is my adoptive mother. And I went to the church, and I was able to see Karen Clark. Well, I took my friend. Y'all know who he is. Friends 1 month, enemies the next month. But either way, we'll always be friends because he's a mess. Lee Charm. And Lee is a big fan like I am of the Clark Sisters. And, of course, he had to get his video because if he don't get some moment to share on social media, it didn't happen. He took this video of her and I and them, and this is what happened. Take a look. He gonna bother the queen of...
Oh, my God.
You stop there. I love you, man.
Oh, my God.
This the scandal the bishop was preaching about, right?
Exactly. That's why I came to church.
Glad
Oh,
you
my
came.
God.
You're welcome here. You're family now.
Take that, church people. Church of God in Christ, stand up.
So he had his moment. Now he said he could be welcome in church. Then we ran into Dorinda and we ran into Jackie. We saw 3 of the 4 Clark sisters. So that was iconic. Shout out to J. Drew and to Kiera Shea for making sure we were good. And then we left there and I went to Wild 'N Out and I did the live thing where I've never done a live show with 12,000 people. I was on stage with everybody and the same outfit because they had no wardrobe on the tour, which means I had pulled up in whatever I was supposed to pull up in whatever I had, and I only had the one outfit. So I literally wore this outfit for 2 days, got up on stage, and there were thousands of people. And here's a look at how crazy it was of Nick Cannon introducing me as I walked on stage. Take a look. I don't get nervous from anything. I am fucking nervous. Look at all these people. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. All I can do is act up. All right, and then if that wasn't enough, I came to LA for work, and while I was here, I had dinner with friends. You know, this is where you have to remember, if you have ghetto friends like Tasha Smith, y'all know her from the TV and the movies. She is that girl. That girl is her. I hung out with Tasha a couple times, but the last time I hung out with her, she took me to all her white friends, and they were some real bougie, rich, real elite, uppity, kind of cool, but weird, quirky, rich people. But this time she said, well, why don't we have like a little intimate dinner, me, you, Tiffany Haddish, you know, just really maybe 2 friends each or something. I'm like, okay, cool. 6 people max. I could do the math. 2, 4, 6. Cool. Nah, Tasha decided to turn the environment into a party because she not only invited her friends and then her friends' friends and makeup artists and this and that. She invited FKA Twigs. They came in turning all the lights down to create a vibe. Then they wanted the music, and they were playing Uncle Luke and twerking, and all types of voguing was happening with the gay dancers. Twigs brought over Sage. I needed to sage her and everybody at the party. But before we got to all that, of course, we had to get to cooking, and this is what happened when Tasha turned the oven on. It's her fault.
Welcome to the ghetto.
Well, see, now the fire department is gonna come.
This is crazy. You know what? Just like a nigga, got old shit at the bottom of his house. This is a mess. This is crazy. This is a mess.
Well, I posted that on my Facebook, and I said that Tasha couldn't cook, and so everybody now thinks that Tasha can't cook. In all fairness, I had made a lasagna, and some of the cheese had kind of fallen over on a pan under it, and I left the pan in there. So when she warmed up the fish, it burned the cheese, and that created the smoke. But I blamed her for it because that's what I do. But anyway, we had a really good time. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. All the food was good. Tiff brought over some really good collard greens and mac and cheese. Tasha brought that good vegan lasagna. You made a lasagna with real beef. I ate both of them. It was good. All the food was good.
Tiffany was late. Let's start by saying that. I mean, in all fairness to her, she was with the homeless, so she was helping the homeless, but Tiffany was late. When you sign up to bring food to a cookout, you do not get to be late. You need to Uber Eats the food to the house, right?
Yes. We were waiting on the yams and the greens.
And then there was a whole fight in the kitchen over the homemade sweet potato pie that one girl made, and then the pie my friend Cheyenne made, where she tried to pass it off as a home-cooked pie, but we found out it was a patty pie from Walmart.
She brought a couple patty pies.
But the patty pie was good.
I didn't eat either of the pies because I didn't want to get into the beef.
Okay. Well, Cheyenne, Robin, everybody threw the rest of your desserts in the trash. Just so you know, them desserts did not get eaten. They threw them all away. You guys are so disrespectful. Anyway, I'm wishing all of you a happy holidays. I hope you had a great time with family, friends, and all that. And I hope you got all the love. And so now that we got all the mushy stuff out the way, let's get to the stuff that pays the bills. It's time for the tea with Jason Lee. For all of you that are in the comments saying, just give us the timestamp where the actual tea starts, you. Go back and watch the show. Because you need to keep up with me. Like, this is where I'm going to be sharing what I got going on. Because honestly, there's a new thing happening in my life, Rob, where I don't even want to go on social media and say or do anything. Remember, I used to go live all the time, or I used to do all this. Now I'm at a point of peace in my life and purpose that I have so much going on that if it ain't something I got to do, if it's not a job, I'm not going to be going live and saying things. And it isn't because I don't want to talk to you. It's just honestly like we live in a really crazy world right now where social media is just explosive every time I log in. So I like to log in, post, go away now. But that said, another tab. Next year, I'm going to have lots of more content on my Facebook page. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, here is my Facebook page that you need to follow. There's 730,000 or 735,000 followers now. We're trying to get to 1 million. I'm going to be burning that page down with content this year. There's going to be daily content. There may be content of me just driving down the car saying, you know what Rob did to me today? There will be lots of personal updates over there. So please go follow me on that Facebook. And follow me right here on Snapchat too, because I will be snapping all behind the scenes of my life this year, including all my city council stuff and what it's like back home now that I live in Stockton, California. So you'll be able to see that. And you'll see more of Gucci and Chanel, my dogs, who I never know where they are. I don't even know where they are right now. They're just gone. They're probably at the doggy hotel.
I think they're at the doggy hotel.
All right. Let me first start by saying this next topic I have been waiting to talk about because I do have a heart and I feel for this kid. Let's put his face up. Travis Hunter. I feel for this guy because he's young. His talent is thrusting him into the limelight because he just got the Heisman trophy, whatever the Heisman trophy. And that's what you get when you're like a successful, really successful football player. And he's dating this girl right here who you internet have decided you don't like. And once the internet decides it does not like somebody, baby, when I tell you the way they snatch edges, part of me on one hand is like, oh my God, I want to reach out to this kid and just talk to him and just guide him on how to deal with the internet and just tell him it's going to be okay. But then when he opens up this big old mouth, and I ain't talking about the size of it, when he opens up that mouth, it's almost like the naivete and the age just jumps right off his tongue and there's no saving him, okay? Well, in early December, Colorado receiver Travis Hunter was named the winner of the 2024 Heisman Trophy, where he shared an emotional moment with his mother, Lil Wayne, and Deion Sanders. Following his win, Travis was seen at an Adidas event taking photos while his fiancée, Lena seemed visibly frustrated while waiting on a sofa nearby. Now, here's a clip of that moment, and if you listen closely, it sounds as if Lena says, "What do you want me to do, bruh? Should I just wait here then while everybody takes pictures?" Now, remember, this is like his moment, his time. The whole world's watching. And she got some shit to say. Watch this.
All right.
I just I hear them where
You go to the hotel, you go walk around.
We didn't find Matt. I called him twice. Where's that coming from? What's that?
That's Trav, we're going to take one as a group, and that's it. Here we go.
Okay, so there you heard her say whatever. Should she just sat there and been pretty?
I think she absolutely should have just sat there and been supportive, but I think also hearing both of their stories later, it kind of makes sense because they try to explain their way through it. But in the moment, it does kind of look like she's frustrated.
I'm going to go ahead and just, since he teed it up, after the video went viral, fans came for Lena online, calling her unsupportive during his big moment. And Travis defended his fiancée, claiming, quote, "I feel the same pain that she feels." Take a look at what he said.
You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen to y'all, y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages, you know, when we was sitting down and I was at my papa shop, we was talking about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there. And that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back. They wanted to go back. Some of them want to go back to the hotel. Some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything. Y'all want everything for clicks. Like, stop that. That's crazy.
Now, old Jason probably would have just read the shit out of him because it's easy to do. But I'm not going to do that because I'm too grown. I'm going to just say this. One, we don't know what they were saying because you couldn't really hear it. It wasn't that audibly clear, right? Maybe she was saying, "What do you want me to do? Do you want me to stay here? Do you want me to leave?" That's probably what happened. But the internet does not like her, and they don't like him, and so now they've kind of turned it into something else. And he's perfect for people like me who needs to profit off of viral videos because you give us the content to address. Like, I could go off on a tangent right now and make lots of money, but I'm not going to do that because you're young and you have a very hopeful future. And as a black man, I want to see you be successful. So the first thing is, when you're reading people online, don't have your finger up like your grandpa, because I don't know what you was doing with this, but put your damn finger down because your finger is just too damn big to be all in the screen like that. That's number one. Number two, because you are viral now, please make money off your content because everything you say is going to go viral because we're all going to pick it up. Make some money off your content. But let's go back to the video for a second. This is a young man who's following his dreams. He's having a big moment, and the whole moment is being snatched away by this viral sensation that's happened called relationship, or the lack thereof, or whatever this thing is. Well, he defended his girl, and he did it in a way that turned the audience against her and him because you started to attack Joe Public. The minute you start attacking the public, guess what they do? They pull out that magnifying glass and they go looking for things. Now, Travis had to clarify his fiance's race because a lot of people were claiming that she was this or she wasn't that because he wasn't no black girl. Mind you, this is probably his first relationship. They've been together 5 years, so they're probably like young high school sweethearts. So he probably doesn't even understand that this relationship is not going to last forever. She's going to move on and be with somebody else, and he's going to have the visuals of her getting hit from the back by a new boyfriend when she moves on and leaves him, because that's going to happen. But who knows? Here's what he's saying in the meantime to defend his girl.
Does it matter? It don't matter, but then again, it's like, bro, if y'all actually pay attention, we said this multiple times. She's mixed. How many times you want me to tell y'all she's not white? Do we gotta go there again, chat? Do I need to show another picture of her and her parents?
You ain't got to. You ain't got to, bro. Bro, look at my soul.
And chat, it don't matter. Even if she was to just be white, why does that matter? Skin tone shouldn't matter. We in 2024. Why are we still having a race? We still putting a racism card. Black don't gotta be with black. White don't have to be with white. And Mexican don't have to be with Mexican. Race don't have to be just race. There's beautiful kids out here that's different race. Beautiful kids that's mixed race. Why we care about just being black on black? Like, bro, it's in 2024.
Well, you do have a point. Why do we care so much about race? But the reality is that most of the athletes, when you guys make it, you have white girlfriends or you have Spanish girlfriends. You don't have black girlfriends. That's just typical. And so they're not really talking about you. They're talking about you, the football sensation. But again, I didn't even hear anything about the race issues until you brought it up. You made it go viral. That thing made it go viral. You know, you like to date white. Do you think that...
Go ahead.
Do you think that race should matter?
I don't. I think the connection between people is what matters most. And if you fall in love with someone of the same race, great. If you fall in love with someone of a different race, who cares? But I do think, this young man is in the height of like having a beautiful moment for himself, and it's become a circus because of the internet.
But when you respond, Travis, you look so angry. Like, God, I mean, that aggression is just insane. Well, Leanna went to TikTok and addressed the rumors, giving her side of the story for the backlash from the Adidas event and from fans attacking her for not standing when Hunter's name was announced as the Heisman winner. All you had to do was sit and be quiet or stand up and clap. You chose to do neither, and here's what happened. Take a look.
The Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend, people are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do, just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seat. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head. So I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it. But here we are. The video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there, and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. And once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment. And because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Do I stay here? Do I come with you? What? And he was like, you could do what you want. You could sit there. You can go shop. You can come to the hotel. You can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So when his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me
God, please never ever let me date somebody that needs to go to the internet and explain to strangers what they were doing with me, please. Could you imagine me and you, I'm in City Hall doing city council business, and all of a sudden my boyfriend's online saying, hey cuz, let me tell you what really happened last night. Could you imagine?
I mean, it's the world we live in now, so you never know.
Not that I would date anybody that would say cuz. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it was very clear who you were dating.
Blueface? Just playing. It was a joke. Blueface. I don't want no smoke. Shut up. No, but seriously, like that would kill me if I was in a relationship where somebody I'm dating goes online and does a 4-minute rant to strangers. This lady was sitting in her studio apartment looking at a camera with recessed lighting, screaming into it at people that she doesn't know about things that didn't happen. Well, girl, Liana, darling, you and your tattooed arm pissed the people off, and they went and got the biggest magnifying glass they could find and tracked down old videos of what appears to be you twerking on another man in the club. Now, mind you, I can't even, Jesus. This is the crazy part. They say he used to drive her to the club and wait outside while she was in the club. And while you was in the club, you was twerking on other men. I wouldn't be eligible for city council right now.
Well, she's the one who posted that story.
But what I'm saying is, that he would wait outside. But here's first of all, it's the emasculation of the young man, Travis, that's happening. But also, I'm just thinking, what would I do if I took my partner to a party and waited outside for him while he was twerking on other people? First of all, if he's twerking, that's a problem. But twerking on other people, right?
100%.
Do you think I would be able to contain myself?
No, no.
Y'all, look at this video. Another throwback video surfaced of Liana revealing that Travis, who doesn't drink, would drive her to these clubs and sit outside in the car, like we said, for hours. Would you ever do that?
No.
This is Travis young, dumb, and in love.
It's both of them young, dumb.
No, but I mean, he's dumb. But young and dumb, not dumb like bad dumb. It's just a young, dumb in love. We all did things, Travis. We all, I'm not going to say what he did, but we all have done dumb things in love. And so we understand. This is why I'm not going to be hard on you, because you're just a young, dumb lover. And you're with somebody who clearly doesn't respect you and doesn't love you the way that you should be loved. Now, she's loving you the way you think you need it. You know, probably having sex and, you know, all of those things that young lovers do when you first, you know, I don't know, he probably didn't have no girlfriend before that. He definitely looks like he was an ugly duckling that matured into what this is. And so he has a decent looking girlfriend. She's pretty. And together they're cute. And so he probably like, I got a bad bitch, even though I'm waiting for her outside the club because she in there twerking on somebody else. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not being shady. I'm just saying, look at what she said.
To drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila like in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your friends.
Lena, you're young, so I'm going to spare you too, because there was a lot there between the eyebrows and the fingernails. And it's just, you're young and you're just... tequila's in your veins, so you're doing things you probably shouldn't be doing, like going to the internet and telling strangers how your boyfriend carries himself, what he does, what he doesn't do. And again, Travis, because you have a long career ahead of you, I believe, please be smart about how you move. You don't need some girlfriend out there as your spokesperson, publicist, telling everybody every life update that you have, what you do or don't do. And I know you're probably gonna be defensive because pussy fire, so that's the thing that's gonna cloud your judgment, and you think it's okay that what she's doing. I'm telling you right now, teach people how to treat you. It is not okay for people to invade your private space. He's my friend. He ain't out doing announcements on public service announcements on every move I'm making and what I'm doing and what I did. Right?
It's this oversharing generation. Like they have to get on the internet and tell all their business to get likes and followers. And it's going to be there forever. So the moment you make a mistake, the internet's going to find it and pull it up and remind you of what you said and what you did. But I do think, like, you know, this could be a learning lesson for both of them. He's moving into a big career change in his life, and he could take her along with him. She just has to, you know, learn to navigate it in the correct way.
Well, maybe we'll hear more from her on what he's doing, because he's deactivated his account. Look, he gone. Boy, that picture look just like him though, don't it?
It's a good drawing.
I'm just saying, like, now the boy, you done ran the boy off Instagram. He has not enjoyed this moment
at all.
Let me give you your flowers right now.
Oh God,
Travis, we just celebrated for you here at the Jason Lee Podcast. Goodbye. All right. Let me transition to the next case. Donald Trump on transgender lunacy. He's coming for the trannies. And here's the deal. You voted for him. That's all I could say. I'm not going to come here. I say trannies in a very friendly way, by the way. I say it in a very friendly way. T.S. Madison, who's a tranny to the show, she said that I can say the word. She said it. She did. So I've been given the transformation of powers to use the word tranny by a trans, okay, by my friend T.S. Madison. And I'm part of the LGBT. I'm in the car. I'm in the front seat. They in the back. But we in the same car, the LGBTQ car, T car. And no, but, you know, the transgender community has had a fight for its life, no puns intended, in fighting for equality and rights. And Obama and Joe Biden, and, you know, they've done a lot to support the LGBT movement, specifically the trans movement, which has always kind of been trailing the rest of all of where the gays and the lesbians and the bisexual community has gone. Well, Donald Trump said to hell with all that. He said y'all voted him in and gave him presidential immunity, so he's going to come in like a wrecking ball. Shout out to Miley. And he spoke at America Fest in this conference in Arizona. And during the conference, Trump said on day one, he has a lot going on day one, by the way, mass deportation, and this new thing where he's stopping the transgender lunacy. Listen.
Should I do day 1, day 2, or day 3? How about day 1, right? Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female. With a stroke of my pen on day 1, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. And that will likewise be done on day 1.
When a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Ironically, and I mean this with all respect, just I want to say this because I have to say it, because if I don't say what I feel and what I think, I literally go crazy inside. Yesterday, I asked a friend, I said, are there more trans today than there ever been? Is it because they're coming out of the shadows now?
Yeah, they aren't in. I don't think there is still a fear for their life, but I think there's more space for people to be accepting and not as violent towards that community. But I think we're now going to be moving backwards.
But there are a lot of trans now.
But they've always been there.
When I first moved to LA 20 years ago, we had trans, but we didn't have. But like we got trans now.
It's the same way before there were no gay actors and there are no gay athletes. But
well, they were gay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The gay athletes were hiding in the shadows.
Yeah,
they were trade. But now, so the trans were always there.
Yeah, but they just couldn't be as forward facing because they were in fear for their life.
Well, it's for me, it's him asking a conference, should he do it on day 1 or day 2, like deciding the fate of people's actual lives based on their sexual preference,
or
sexual orientation. He's asking people in a room, like as a lottery, what do you think I should do? Well, in addition to his plans of removing the transgender community from schools, the military, and sports through an executive order, like he said, Trump said that under his administration, there will only be 2 genders, male and female. So that means, what is their weight?
Well, I mean, they will still, I don't know how they self-identify.
So now what he's basically saying is the world has to only acknowledge them as a male or female.
Correct. in America.
But if they say I'm a female, then we have to acknowledge them as a female.
But I'm sure that they won't allow that. I'm sure. The problem is that we allow this kind of circumstance to scapegoat gay people, because if you look at it, there are over 520,000 athletes in the NCAA, and less than 10 of them are transgender. So why are we making this big issue out of trans people like having their rights taken away? Because they really don't make up that large of the population. So I truly believe he's just scapegoating that community to avoid us paying attention to all the other stuff that's going on.
Do you think a trans woman should participate in women's sports?
Again, I don't think.
Do you think?
I don't even think it's really a conversation.
No,
again,
I'm just
there's
asking,
less than 10.
No, I'm not. I'm off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's just like they use pedophilia to scare people with gay people. Gay people don't want to sleep with your kids.
Yeah.
Well, except for that gay couple that had them foster kids that recently got busted, but they were. But do you think that a trans woman should participate in female sports? I'm gonna answer no. Hell no. If you a swimmer and you backstroke, your back is stronger than theirs.
It depends, because they're probably taking hormones. Like, so they're not gonna have the same muscle mass that they would have if they weren't.
So you believe that a transgender woman should be able to participate in female sports?
To me, I just don't know, because I don't really think we have a case study to say whether or not. Because I don't. There's no example of it having affected female athletes in a negative way, or male athletes in a negative way if a trans man participated.
Do you think a trans woman that was born male with male energy, muscles, body, all that would have an advantage over women?
Again, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, because they're taking like estrogen or whatever they take, a lot of that muscle mass is going to decrease. The same as if they're going to start to have more of a feminine structure. So I don't know if necessarily they're going to.
Why can't you answer the question?
I am. I'm saying I don't.
So you think they should be able to?
I don't know. I don't know if they're.
I don't know is not an answer, and this is why Donald Trump has taken away 3 answers. Not yes, no, I don't know. It's yes or no, just like it's trans or gay or straight. Look, male or female. I think the whole thing is crazy, to your point, that like I don't even know why it's a thing other than they want to purify the country. And guess what? Y'all voted for it. I'm going to give you my Jason Lee political response, okay? I believe that whoever wants to identify as whatever should be able to do that and should have that respected by whoever they're interacting with, because we don't know what people are going through in their lives. We don't know the evolution of people as a people. There was a day where I loved women, then there was a day where I loved men, and then there's been a day ever since there that I still love men and will never go back to loving women. That is just my preference, and so I choose to want to be acknowledged as just Jason. I don't want to be acknowledged as gay or straight. I do think, though, because the trans women or trans men are in such a fight for being acknowledged for who they are, it's always about that being who they are. Mm-hmm. Versus me being gay is just a part of who I am, but it's not at the forefront. It's not like a thing. But I do feel like people should respect what people want to be. There's some of y'all that want to be called couches and theys and them and whatever you want to be referred to as your pronoun, you should be acknowledged for that. I just will call you by your name. That's it, because I can't mix up the he, they, them, thous, their arts. Now that's the politically Jason. Here's the just Jason. Don't affect me. In the sense that I'm not going to allow you all on the internet, you all meaning Trump, the news, the trans, the straights, the moms who don't want the kids to hear about the trans who don't care about your kids. I'm not going to allow all of that to consume me with anger.
Absolutely.
Because in 2016, when he got elected, we were all angry for all these years and mad, and y'all voted him in. So if you're gay, lesbian, bi, queer, part of that community, you fucked over the trans. You did. If you are an immigrant or you're somebody who's going to be deported, or you and your family are going to be put together as a bundle set and sent back to the country of origin, even if you didn't live there, but your mama did or your daddy did, so now you got to go because they're going to deport you together, doesn't affect me. It's unfortunate and it's unbelievable, but y'all voted for that. elections have consequences. And this is a consequence of you TikToking and vaping your life away when real shit was happening all the time. And we said it here on the podcast, but nobody listens. They said it on the Breakfast Club, but nobody listens. We've been saying it. And you know what? The same way y'all let Hillary Clinton move on and scoot over and let him come in and ruin the country with that pandemic, y'all moved out one of the most qualified individuals, smartest people, toughest, just moved her right on out the way. And you know what? I'm not going to be mad about it because guess what? It don't affect me. So when I go to the bathroom at the club, there's only going to be 2 bathrooms now. Well, West Hollywood, this is 1 bathroom, huh?
Yeah, it's 1.
Wendy Williams was seen outside. Let me give an applause to Wendy. We love you, Wendy. Wendy was seen outside with her son, Kevin Jr. She was spotted celebrating her son's graduation in Miami. Now, this comes amid previous reports of her being permanently incapacitated. Remember, we've been reporting Where's Wendy, Find Wendy, Free Wendy for a while because her conservator, or is it conservator, right?
Her conservatorship, yeah.
Yeah, took her in and basically locked her into this building. And we don't know where her family has been contacted or been able to contact her on a regular basis or have a relationship with her. I'll say allegedly just for the sake of
Allegedly.
whatever. But the host from the We in Miami podcast talked about spending a week with Wendy and her family where she seemed in good spirits, cracking jokes and handing out Christmas gifts. Now, the family set up a wellness day for Wendy, including Manny and Petty as a private chef and a new wig. Take a look.
So I've been hanging out with Wendy Williams and her family this week, and I gotta tell you, she looks amazing. She was so happy to be in Miami with her family. She was even gifting Christmas presents. Take a look.
Do you wear hats?
If it fits.
Yeah, well, that's why I have it like that.
Last one.
Yeah.
And, it's not gonna work.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's not gonna work.
I'll take it.
This
it looks like Starbucks.
Right?
Starbucks logo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I got that for you. That's gonna fit, isn't it?
Yes.
That's
Yeah. No. It's gonna fit.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I got
And
something
dark
for everybody.
black,
I
too.
got something for Bella. You know, and I gave Tanera had this little thing that I don't know. You can put anything in it. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Oh, it's right.
It's nice and black.
So that's her with her nephew Travis getting some gifts. As you can see, she sounds really good. She was mentally very sharp. I didn't see any signs of mental decline. I had several conversations with Wendy. She was cracking jokes. She made everybody laugh. Like, it was the Wendy that we all know and love. Her family really pampered her. They had a whole wellness day. Manny, Petty, I'm talking private chef, everything. She had so much fun. She appeared to be physically in good shape too. She had a scooter, for her foot, but she got up, she was walking around, she looked real good. So after the graduation, her son Kevin had his graduation dinner in Wynwood.
How does it feel to graduate right now? Good, man.
Wendy was tearing up the Jamaican food. She was surrounded by family and loved ones. She was having so much fun. I think she really needs to be with her family. I think that's her happy place. The Wendy we know and love is coming back, for real. Make sure you follow the We and Mommy podcast for more Wendy Williams updates, all right? Stay tuned.
First of all, he's a fan of me and a fan of the show, and I'm a fan of his. I mean, it's just almost one of these things where Wendy has been snatched away from the world. And so we are grateful to the We in Miami podcast for giving us a glimpse into Wendy's life. But it's really sad to see what's happening to her. I mean, this is somebody who we woke up to every day, couldn't wait to see what mess she had going on. And in many ways, Wendy handed the torch to me to be able to do what I do, and to many of us who enjoy spilling the tea or, weighing in on what's happening, because Wendy did it the first and she did it the best. Well, Wendy also spent quality time smiling and dining with her niece, Alex Finney. Let me show you a photo of Wendy and Alex. That's them taking a selfie. Now, I've told Alex I would love for her to FaceTime me when Wendy's there next, so that way I can talk to her, because I haven't talked to Wendy in a long time. Part of me wants to fight for Wendy, but then the other part is, who are you fighting? Like, what are we fighting? And Isn't it sad how people just kind of forgot her and just left her out there?
Yeah, it's disappointing. And we obviously see that every time she's around her family, she's in a better position health-wise. So I don't know why they won't just give that opportunity to family to start taking care of her. She obviously does better in those circumstances.
Well, clearly because they control her money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think this is about. Remember, they took control of her Wells Fargo account. Then she lost her show. Then they locked her away in this conservatorship. And we saw her when she came out on the Lifetime movie or documentary. And then they took her away again. And there's been this legal back and forth. Well, anyway, earlier this week, Kevin took time and posted a comment under a video of his mom providing an update on her health. And this is what he said. He said, "Thank you, fam. Let's get her home." And then he said, "While I'm here, quick update on my mom. She's sober and wants to come home. We're fighting to make that happen because isolation is killing her faster than anything else." I mean, think about it. You're away from your son. I told you all before when there was this whole thing about Kevin losing his apartment, allegedly, the only thing that Wendy loved was her show and her son. That I know because she's told me that directly. Like, that's all she really cared and lived for. So on one hand, I'm really happy she was able to be with Kevin. But at the same time, I could understand what he's saying, that this isolation is killing her. And I'm going to ask you in the comments, do y'all care enough about Wendy to make this go viral? Do your thing, TikTok. Bring Wendy home, or at least let her do an interview where she can tell people what she wants to do. I'm convinced that she's being held against her will, and I'm going to find some way to get Wendy on camera. I'm going to find a way. Even if I got to put on my Ray-Ban glasses and go ask her a bunch of questions and go on the under, I'm going to do it because I want Wendy to be able to have her voice heard. All right, free Wendy, y'all. Let's bring her home. Bye, Wendy. All right, fight night. Claressa Shields and Remy Ma. You know, we were going to do this at the last show, but we had a little break because I had all the stuff I told you at the top of this show that I had to do. But this is getting messy. Is it messy?
It's very messy.
You know, Remy is friend of the show, and I will say friend to me. I mean, I love Remy Ma. You all know that. She's been very supportive of me. She's, congratulated me recently on my win for city council. And I loved, my first interview with Remy long ago on my other podcast where she came in. We talked about her in prison and her son, Jason, and me. And then I think one of her sons passed. Or no, he didn't pass. Sorry. He got locked up for murder. He allegedly killed somebody. Right. Well, remember back in the day, there was this, not too long back in the day, there was this speculation that Remy and Papoose had split because Remy had allegedly stepped out on her marriage. Not only did they split up, there were rumors spreading that both Remy and Papoose were cheating and sleeping with other people, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Remy and Papoose, remember, they went to social media claiming that each other had cheated. Now, Remy had allegedly cheated with rap league battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. Your mama named you Derek. I'm gonna call you Derek. I don't know his name, but that was a lot. Well, and Papoose allegedly cheated with boxer Claressa Shields, who ironically happened to be on the Wild 'N Out Live. Did you know that?
Yes.
How'd you know?
Because I think you told me. You told me that she was gonna be there.
Who Remy called out for previously asking her for advice, but seemingly secretly was sleeping with her husband, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let me show you a photo of what Remy said calling out Claressa. This lady, Claressa Shields, and that sorry-ass publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift for too long. I begged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me to just stay quiet, that's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired, and he said he would never fuck your cuz you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world gonna see it since you so tough, boo. Okay, before I get any further, I have to some inside tea. At the Wild 'N Out show, right before we got on stage. And by the way, I have to be clear, even though Remy is friend to me, friend of the show, Claressa is very supportive of me and she's very positive. And I have no dog in this fight. And Remy wouldn't hold me accountable to saying nothing because at the end of the day, y'all sleeping with different people, allegedly, not me.
Allegedly.
I'm just telling the story, Pop. Right before we go on stage, Rip comes to me and says, "No Remy Papoose jokes." Now, Rip Michaels, that's my thing. That is what you book me for. You book me to throw jokes at guests because of the tea. That's what I spill. And Claressa seemed like a fun girl who would have been able to take it on the chin. But you robbed the fans of Detroit of that opportunity. Although I had a great time, Rip, thank you, and thank you to Nick. I almost went and still did it, but they told me they would turn my mic off if I did it.
What?
It was so dramatic. I just didn't understand that. Like, if you book Jason Lee, you know what you're booking. I'm going to come. I'm going to say some crazy wild shit. And I had a whole thing set up. I was going to say, Claressa, you a boxer. You be fighting. It just ain't in me. But if you come out here swinging at me, I'm going to go get my girl Remy. I mean, I had it lined up. I just knew what I was going to say. You know, I could have kept going. Ding, ding. But anyway, I was robbed of that. Okay, so after Remy called out Claressa, Papoose responded and called Remy a narcissist who's upset that he finally moved on. Look, sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She'd rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go to school. As you can see, I remain quiet through this all. Again, I'm going to report on all this, but I'm really sick reporting on this because I love Papoose and Remy, and this is like black love personified, at least what they showed us in public. And whatever y'all had going on behind the scenes, we never saw it. So we love the fact that you kept all the mess private. And then somehow Claressa fought herself out the bag, and now we know that this is a thing, and that you then were a thing. And maybe you all had moved on in private. And even the friends like me, we're always the last to know. I didn't know that was even happening. And so as brands, you probably just didn't want it to be public. Well, anyway, here it is. Remy fired back, outing text message between Pap and Claressa. Baby, she didn't even send him to Hollywood Unlocked. She just put him out herself. Take a look. And in her caption, as you can read the text message while I read the caption, she said, dumbass fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields. Laying in my house, he refuses to leave. This bitch supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary ass hung up on as soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Ooh, and baby girl, you not the only one.
Allegedly.
Remy, you so messy. I actually hit Remy when I was in New York. I was like, hey, you want to go to dinner? She didn't respond.
Oh.
I didn't want to talk about this because
of course.
we just go to dinner, you know? When we went to dinner with Madonna, we didn't ask about anybody that was like a virgin.
No tea. Yeah,
no tea, no shade. Okay. Well, Claressa chimed in the comment section and claimed that Remy has 2 boyfriends. Look, this can't be serious. You have 2 boyfriends. And Remy said that's what he told you. Well, here's a photo of Claressa again outing Remy's 2 boyfriends. How a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend? Remy Ma, if I ain't the only one, then why the hell you tagging me? Can we do that over? Because I need to seem like I can read. Go back. How a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend? Remy Ma, if I ain't the only one, then why the hell are you tagging me? Did I read that again?
Yeah, do it
Go
again.
back. How a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend? Remy Ma, if I ain't the only one, why the hell you tagging me? There it is. Is this Blueface and Krishan all over again?
It feels a little bit like
Because first it was Cardi and Offset.
Mhm.
Now it's Remy and Papoose. Like, that's like Blueface and Krishan did it first.
Yeah, but this is like Remy is hip hop royalty. I don't want to see this.
Oh, why?
Ugh, breaks my heart.
Remy wasn't done yet. She wasn't done. She put out a screenshot of Papoose's text message allegedly plotting with Claressa to destroy her. Look. I know you hate the internet games, but you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team is going to freak out when they see this. I can't be up there exposing her, etc. before December 25th, the movie coming out. You got your other phone yet? LOL, don't worry. I'm not worried about nothing she say or put in her story. I just need you to clear it up soon. And then Remy said, Papoose, you fucking dummy. I'm trying to read it like Remy. Hey, Miss Shields, he took your advice, but not before I screenshot y'all convo. Oh, he was getting me arrested. The woman that never fucked off on him for 17 years while plotting with one of his chicks to try to destroy me. The same woman that could have been used my platform to expose you. I got all your pics and messages from the chicks while I was away and he was holding me down. Fuck your movie, ma. So messy.
It's the hashtag for me. Whew.
And of course, is Remy a Leo?
Let me see.
Marina's not here, y'all. We don't have.
I'm the
research,
researcher.
so, yeah.
She's a Gemini.
Oh my God. Baby, if you get in a fight with a Gemini and a Capricorn, you deserve everything you get. Remy did not stop there. She shared another screenshot of a message between Papoose and Claressa with a direct message attached telling her she looked stupid. Look. Okay, love, I'm not happy, but all right, I'm going to stop. Don't want to stress you more than already are, so I'm going to just stop. How I feel is not warranted. I'm just tired of talking and you not hearing me, so I can't. Thank you for your honesty, though. That's always the best option. You're going to do whatever you feel you want to do. I won't say nothing else. I asked for gifts. I'm tripping. I express I'd like flowers. I'm tripping. I want time set aside dedicated to me. I'm tripping. I don't know how to feel. I'm just laying here feeling stupid. And then Remy said, hey, Miss Shields, I am a one boyfriend woman, the same way I was a one husband woman. And I'm a good woman at that. Hence why motherfuckers won't just go, oh, and he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. Go back. Plus, I'm the one with the bag, LOL. Please stop playing with me because I'm not the enemy you want. I'm not even mad, actually. I'm very happy. And that's why your boyfriend is mad. Oh, and I know you said you feel stupid, but you look stupid too. He never knocked nobody out. That was a lie, and neither will you. So relax. Now, I know y'all are saying that Claressa Shields is a boxer and she can knock Remy out, but y'all also know how Remy get down. Why are there so many casings in that?
It's a lot. It's a lot of shells on the ground.
Well, she stabbed. Did she stab or she shot? She stabbed somebody.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, she stabbed the girl over a stack. That's what Nikki said. Remember?
Mm.
Well, it doesn't stop there because in they had to keep us in the chat group. Claressa then posted about Remy's age and challenged her to a fight. Look. I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this behavior. And then she said she's not 45, and she called her a liar. Well, while Remy and, then Claressa said she wanted to fight her. Take a look. Claressa Shields versus Remy Ma, February 2nd. Come get your ass whooped, crash out. Might as well. Next fight is February 2nd in Flint, Michigan for some more heavyweight belts, and the fire inside comes out Christmas Day in a theater near you. Well, while Remy and Claressa went back and forth, Papoose continued to blast Remy, calling her a narcissist and dropping what he alleged to be receipts backing up his claim she cheated. He also said he knocked the guy out for shaking his hand and then sleeping with his wife. Take a look. Oh, God, Rob, can you read this? I'm tired.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Please.
While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy Ma was. Now that I finally moved on, she's angry and making up lies. #narcissist. I told her we could divorce like adults. She refuses to do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still got the messages on her begging me to lie about the knockout, but who cares? He didn't throw one punch back super soft. Last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. Everybody saw it. When I knocked him out, Remy Ma woke him up and went home with him for 4 days. I went home with my daughter. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. Shaking my head, narcissist. I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand. Then he slept with my wife. Ex-wife, narcissist.
My pupils are dilating at reading all of this text message. I need y'all to start getting in fights with one sentence bombs, not paragraphs. Why are they writing dissertations on what is happening?
It's too much. Like you said, let me out of this chat group because I didn't sign up for it. Like, how do I exit?
It's so much text that I don't even know what was said at this point. All I know is both of y'all allegedly cheating. Both of y'all may get in a fight or not. Both of y'all are y'all are both narcissists. This is what can we chat GBT the argument? Can we please put Remy Ma tweets in one, Claressa Shields tweets in another, Papoose? And where is the man? Why is the man not online defending Remy?
I think he did post something. He did.
We didn't care.
He posted it.
It's too much. Remy, you are a queen. You are important to hip hop. Both of you are important to Black love. We love Papoose. I don't care if we ain't supposed to love him. I don't know why I shouldn't love him. I love Papoose. I love Remy. I love them together. Claressa, I just met you. I don't love you yet, but you could beat everybody up that was on stage at Wild 'N Out, so I didn't try you, and you were really nice to me. I wish you would just break up with Papoose and call Remy and say, you know what? Y'all have 17 years of love. I ain't finna try to go there. Because in the end, if you and Papoose don't work out, I mean, they didn't work out after 17 years. Y'all ain't gonna work out after 17 weeks. If y'all don't work out, then you're gonna have beef with Remy Ma. Then again, we're talking about you now too. So like, this is the clout that most people want. Not that Claressa's a clout chaser, but this is the clout that everybody that's somebody wants. I don't need any clout because I run TikTok. Do your thing, TikTok. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like I'm already, like I'm the champ of the internet, Claressa. Like I can probably beat you here. I can't beat you in the ring because you're a big, thick girl. She's pretty too. Everybody here is beautiful, black. I am not happy about this story. I'm not even gonna keep cracking any more jokes. I got to make light out of something. But they have a son. They have a son, or I think it's their son. Or it's her son, I know for sure, who's facing murder charges. And then you got the baby who's a little baby. Then again, on the next season of Love and Hip Hop, right?
Maybe,
right?
Maybe, but I think
wait a minute, this could be a Love and Hip Hop story.
Oh, this would be a good.
This is all Mona Scott. Matter of fact, this is probably not even real. This would play out well on Love and Hip Hop.
It would play out well, but I feel like Claressa should chill. Because she's the one who seems like she's instigating most of the shit.
She's a fighter.
But they got a daughter together. Like, just stay out of it.
Claressa ain't just no boxer. She gets in the ring with men and be fighting the men. She got knocked out by one, but she be fighting the men.
Didn't we just have this conversation?
What?
Well, I guess she's a woman and not a trans woman, but...
Yeah, she's not a trans woman.
But I'm just saying, was she fighting men? Like,
she was sparring with him.
Well, she should stay out of it because they got kids. And this is getting real messy. And she just... stoking the flames, and I think it's too much. Like, chill. And like Remy said, like, she put your tweets out. You were already begging this man to get you flowers and pay attention to you, and he ain't doing it now. He probably ain't gonna do it later. I don't know.
I want somebody to buy me flowers.
I can buy myself.
Well, I went on my Facebook yesterday and I posted this video. It was really like a cattle call for all the single men out there, saying, why am I single? Like, why? I didn't even check the messages because I have so many messages that it's going to always be some lumpy dump that I don't want to be with, and like some pastor who wants to pray for me but really wants to put his hands on me in a sexual way. And I don't do pastors anymore. Take a look at this video.
Can I ask y'all a question? And I mean this. Why am I single? Like, why am I single? Money, success, power, influence, purpose. Single. Is it me, or is it this sick ass dating incestuous sick pool of people? I just simply ask, why? Am I single? Because I'm going to change that in 2025. Tag somebody below who you think I should take out on a date.
Not the pastor want to put hands on you.
In the wrong way. Please don't show Karen Clark this video.
Oh,
I don't want the. You know what's. Shout out to Karen Clark Sheard's church, and this one's gonna get around the church. Some of y'all are messy because y'all were walking up to me saying, "Oh my God, I love you. I love your content so much." I know I got the churches watching me. You know why? Because I say all the things that the good Lord told you not to say. All the prayer services that y'all went to where they said, please don't do it. Let them demons do it. You're letting me be the demon. You're being demonic through me. Well, look, I'm only here to do the Lord's work, but I'm doing it in my way of delivering it to you. I don't like the mess. Remy, you're beautiful here. Claressa, you are beautiful too. Papoose, you look like, damn, I got caught. Can y'all please have a group text and get along? Because I want to get invited to whatever this is going to become. Goodbye. All right. Michael Vick, let's give him a round of applause. He got a good coaching gig. You know, cancel culture, I keep telling y'all, it only exists in our minds. Well, in Michael Vick's life, we know that it's a real thing because he was canceled years ago. You know, and recently he just got a really big coaching gig that made him extremely emotional. I can only assume why he got emotional, but he couldn't help himself by getting emotional as he was recently discussing his new head coaching job with Norfolk State University's football team. The football NFL quarterback was officially announced as the new head coach of the program and shared the news of his new gig on Fox's NFL pregame show, where he served as an analyst all the way since 2017. Listen to the emotional announcement over the new job.
Here, Michael Vick made a lot of headlines this week because he is the newest coach of Norfolk State, and we are also committing to Norfolk State right here.
Hey, put the baby on my hair. Sign me up, baby.
Mike, we are so
Sign us up, baby. 757. Congratulations, my man.
It comes with mixed emotions as we love you so much, and we don't want you to leave us. Now, you're stuck with us the rest of the season.
Let's go, Spartans.
We are so happy for you, and I see the emotion. What makes you emotional?
First off, just being a big part of Fox Sports and the opportunity. I love you guys. I love everybody in this building, in this administration. Have been amazing to me. This wasn't easy. Bittersweet, but, you know, when you got a chance to go, you know, get an opportunity to go lead young men in your community, where I grew up, you know, watching this team, and I wanted them to be assured that they wanted me as the head coach with no experience, but I got what it takes. Got all the people, the right people around me, and I'm going to ready embark on a new journey.
Oh,
and
well,
so I know y'all be right there with me.
Yes.
But this will forever be home, man, and I'll never forget.
Hey, well,
guys.
for any kids that's watching, you see the emotion. That's what it means to him, and he's going to pour all of that into you. So anybody that's out there undecided about what you're going to do, I've been around this man for a few years now. You can get the best knowledge from this guy, man. So Norfolk State, man, we're looking for big things.
So special. Our loss is their gain. We love you so much, and you're our teammate for life, and you're stuck with us for the rest of the season. But we're excited to see what you do in your next chapter.
Man.
We love you, bud.
Mount Trashmore?
Yes, sir.
Is that where we're going to condition them?
Yeah. There you
Remember, Michael Vick went to prison years ago because he, like many of us in our community, I didn't do it, had the dogs fighting and the dogs were killing themselves or whatever. And, you know, dog fights is something that does happen in the hood, not right or wrong. But, like, I don't think he should have lost his whole career. This was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL at the time, and he was extremely successful. But it was a very controversial time in his life and in the sport of the NFL when they removed him from his job. He went to prison, and then he got out and couldn't work anymore. I guess up until 2017, he was working over at Fox, the NFL show that we just heard his emotional speech on. But, I mean, this is why ownership, and it's hard when you're an athlete, because you're an athlete, you're going to play for other people's teams. But this is why ownership is really, really important, because I'm okay with people at Hollywood make mistakes all the time. Not really crazy, stupid mistakes, but I mean, we've all done something crazy or something, whatever. To lose everything, it's one thing to lose your job, but lose your whole career, everything behind one moment, I don't think is fair. And we know that does not apply even-handedly to everybody, because we've seen other people in different sports go through things. Look at Colin Kaepernick. He didn't even make a mistake. He just stood for something that was right, that I would have stood for too. And he lost everything. I don't think that that's cool. But I am so happy anytime I can see and hear somebody that looks like me that gets redemption. And I just go back again to, like, Jonathan Majors. He's a different case because he didn't do anything. He got blamed for doing something. He then lost everything. And then now he's on the comeback. And now everything after we've honored him has come out that the charges have been dropped. So cancellation is just so unevenly handled. But I don't know. In this case, he did do something, but he also served his time. You serve your time, you get out, you should be able to get right back in the game. Otherwise, what's happening? And I just don't think that it's fair. But I'm happy for him.
Yeah, well, I do believe that, you know, people should be held to account for their crimes. So while I don't think he should have been canceled forever, I do think there should have been time for him to, like, you know, feel the repercussions of the crime he committed.
He felt it in prison.
And I agree. That's what I'm saying. I do think that there should have been a moment of him having to, like, be without the things that propelled him
He did that in prison.
I'm agreeing.
So once he gets out, that's it.
Correct.
You can't hold it again.
I'm agreeing to that part. But you said that earlier when you were saying you don't think that he should have lost everything. I'm saying in that moment, I think he should have, but he should be allowed redemption.
Let me be very clear. Going to prison, yes, you lose everything temporarily. Yeah. He lost everything beyond that.
Agreed. And
when black people do things, they are given life sentences of cancellation.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. No, but I want to clarify my point. I believe in accountability culture. You do some fuck shit, you should get held accountable, and he did. But his life should have been able to resume. The minute he walked out of there, he should have been able to walk right onto a field and play. That is the way it should work. You don't get a life sentence for dog fighting, or even if he killed somebody, like Nicki Minaj's husband. Once you pay your dues, because even with him, I've said he's paid his dues. Like, I may not be a fan of Nicki Minaj, but I can say that her husband has paid his dues for all his crimes. And look, the sex shit is probably harder to digest as somebody who's been molested. But when it comes to him and that murder, or that not murder, but the manslaughter charge that he got, he served his time. So once you walk out of prison from serving your time, you should be able to start over.
Yeah, agreed.
Now, I know with the internet, that girl earlier we talked about with that football player, when the internet decides they don't like you, or the industry or the culture or the white folks decide they don't like you, you get a life sentence. That's why you got to own your own thing. I would not survive in the industry if I did not own Hollywood Unlocked. I'd be fired. I'd be homeless right now. That'd be right out there. Right out there. I'd be knocking on your door again like I did back in the day. Rob, let me lay on your couch. I'm
back with the bags.
Garbage bags at that. Congratulations, Michael. If you ever want to come on the show, I'm going to hit up Connor. He should come on the show. All right, cool. Bye. Oh, one of my favorite couples are in the news. Halle Berry and DDG. They're co-parenting.
You said Halle Berry.
Oh. Same thing. Put it back up. Halle Bailey, formerly known as Halle Berry, and DDG, one of my favorite couples. They're talking about co-parenting. You know, they spent the holidays together, and they're in the news after they were seen celebrating the first-year-old son's Halo's birthday together. Now, the couple split back in October of this year and have seemingly had a rocky co-parenting relationship. There were some things on the internet. She wasn't happy about her kid being away or with him. I forgot what it was, but it was something like that. Go over and look at Hollywood Unlocked. Well, the couple split back in October of this year and have seemingly had a rocky co-parenting relationship. Now, things appeared to get heated after DDG went live with his son and Kai Cenat last month, which we talked about here on the show. Now, later, Halle posted her disapproval of it, of this live stream on X, and she was out of town at the time and unaware that the live stream was even taking place. This is what she said. Hi, everyone. Just so you... Why she start out, hi, everyone? Who do y'all be talking to? The public? Is this an announcement to the public?
She's so sweet.
I love Halle. Go ahead and show the tweet again. She said, hi, everyone. Just so you know, I am out of town, and I don't approve of my baby being on a stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified, and I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I am his mother and protector, and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I am out of town. That was the nicest read ever. Overreacting?
No, I think that was an appropriate response, especially with all the crazy people, with the craziness of the internet. Like, you don't want your baby exposed that early.
It's his baby.
Yeah, but I think as a parent, as being a co-parent in that circumstance, I think you should get approval, especially with the large audience of Kai Cenat.
It's his baby.
It's their baby.
It's his baby. That day, okay, if me and you, Halle, I'm not saying, don't be mad at me, because you know I love Angel and I love that song. I don't want you to lump me in it, so I'm going to just put y'all aside for a minute. If me and Tiffany Haddish had a baby, which we've been talking about, and the reason why I have not consented to move forward is because I'll be damned if she tell me what I do with my baby. Because Tiffany is gonna want it to be her baby too, right? Because she ain't a drop off the baby and go away girl.
No,
she's a want to come over and cook and hang out and play and go swimming with the baby. Yep. That's the real reason why
y'all be in a relationship for 18 years.
Don't get Tiffany excited with that. No, but seriously, like, when you co-parent, you do have to have conversations. But if I want to take my baby to Starbucks, I'm not calling you.
Yeah, that's different.
I'm not calling you if I want to go play with the big rat at Chuck E. Cheese.
That's different.
I'm not going to call you if I want to put my baby in some Jordans or walk my baby on the beach or go blow bubbles with the baby. It's my baby. So now because it's a live stream, I have to call you and tell you that I'm taking my baby on a live stream?
Yes. Because
why?
It's completely different.
Why?
Because you're putting your baby in front of millions of people.
It's already on there every day.
No.
On his Instagram.
But I don't think they were showing the baby in that way publicly. And that's why she was like, she didn't approve of that. And
I think Halle wanted to be on the stream. She wanted to be there with her heart, playing her little song and singing her little thing. No, I get it, though. DDG, why the hell you didn't let Halle know that she was going over there with that boy in that wild-ass house with Lizzo and everybody running in around different rooms? You knew better than that. We've seen this baby more than we've seen DDG's music, though. Like, I at this point, I need new music. Okay, I need new music, DDG, because y'all, the way you that baby does the baby have an Instagram account yet?
Let's see.
Okay. Well, now it appears that the parents have worked through their previous issues and are successfully co-parenting. Now here they are celebrating their son's first birthday together. Take a look at this video.
Oh my God, he's 1.
He's 1 years old.
He's answering.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Halo. Happy birthday to you.
Watch it blow it out.
The only difference between that and the other live stream was Kai Cenat wasn't there. Right? I mean, they're streaming.
Yeah, but I think this is them together as a family. You don't know the craziness that goes on in Kai Cenat house.
I like Halle with the baby weight. Could you see it?
She's so adorable.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, DDG then went and shared a video where he's seen gifting Halo a red Ferrari look.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
The gag is he probably had to buy that for Halle in order to get that video with the baby on the first birthday. No shame. Damn, you're so rich, DDG. I like him. He's one of my favorites, and Halle's one of my favorites. I hope y'all get back together. And if not, I just wish that the co-parenting happens. This is black love too, and y'all made this relationship so difficult because all of us invited ourselves into their relationship. Not me, because I don't care, but y'all were all in the middle of their business, making it really hard. You questioning why he was with her, why she was with him, why the baby did so. Your career is up. Like, these are young, rich, successful people in their own right, and a baby now. Leave them alone and just get back to having a good time. And Kai Cenat, you're to blame for all this. Somehow. Shout out to you, Kai Cenat. I'm so happy for you and all your success as well. All right, next. This, oh my God, this episode is called Boxers Gone Wild between Claressa Shields and Devin Haney. I don't know what is going on, but Thug, you ain't been out more than 10 days and 22 hours, and already you got the internet burning down. But I'm not blaming you for it because, one, you'll have me killed, but two, I love Young Thug, and I love the fact that he is beating everybody at their own thing. Not Devin Haney. I'm just saying the system. Well, lengthy footage now has surfaced showing boxer Devin Haney's child's mother, Lena Syed, crying during an emotional jail visit with Young Thug. Now, let me pause here and say that as a disclaimer. I know Devin Haney. Devin, I don't have your number, so this is probably coming to you before I told you, but I don't have your new number. So pow, I can only do it right here. But once you see this, give me a call because we need to catch up. But anyway, remember that video I just showed you where I said, why am I single? This is why I'm single. Could you imagine if this happened to me, Rob?
It would be something burnt down.
Young Thug was in jail, as you know, fighting all those charges. All the way back in 2022, Devin Haney's child's mother became his rumored wife, but was on the phone talking to Thugger while Thugger's with Mariah the Scientist. Now, remember, he was dating Mariah the Scientist during this whole process, and Mariah was going up there and giving updates on interviews with how he was doing this and that. Well, anyway, we should have been calling the other girl because she was the one on the phone with him. The leaked call was about 15 minutes long, but here's a clip of her breaking down in tears after he told her to move on and find love. Mind you, she was already founded by the boxing champ. And to think that he was laying next to this girl every night when she was on the phone with this nigga right here, I'm telling you right now, I would not be a city councilman. I would not be a free man. I am mad for Devin for this. Look at this woman, girl. I don't care what, Lena. I don't care why you did it. We are all rooting for Devin.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
I'm mad for no reason. Look.
You said try to what? You said try to something.
You should try to like find like, I don't know, like love or something.
No.
So you just be lonely. Cause I don't want you to feel no something. I don't have like, I don't know.
I don't like anyone. Why would you say that?
I'm so angry. It's the betrayal, right?
Did she say I don't like anyone?
The thing that has always made me lose it in public, that all of you have witnessed, you've been watching me for 10 years. I know the time is flying by and I still look better than ever. But look, 10 years, you've known me almost 20 years. The thing that's always made me lose my mind is when I am betrayed. That is betrayal. The idea, and I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know. The idea of a person laying next to me every night, then you think you know them. And then they're doing this on the phone with someone who's rumored to have allegedly been a Rico killer and this and this and that, which he's innocent because y'all let him out. Well, allegedly. I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I just, because now I can't sleep at night. Are you going to stab me in my sleep? Are you going to poison me? Like, this is the type of weird shit. This is what makes us all stay single because we just don't trust somebody. It's safer to be at home with Gucci and Chanel. It's safer to be in District 6 than to be out there with people like you. Well, now, what do you think when you saw that?
I'm like, is this happening at the same time? Is that unbelievable? Because you can't be in a relationship with me and crying and trying to convince someone that you don't like anybody else. Like, that to me is just crazy.
Ugh. Both Haney's rumored wife, Lena, and Young Thug, who's currently dating Mariah the Scientist, responded. Now, here's what Lena said. Look, the video was before I met my baby daddy. I would never talk to Thug or any other man. But Thug was with Mariah. So you knew he had another girl. So if you knew he had a girl and he knew you was with some other man, which is what he was calling you out on, which is what you were denying, you knew there are other involvements, but you still chose to get your loins lined up. And Mariah's a bad bitch. Hey, Mariah. I don't know her, but she's bad. This is what Thug had to say. Man, me and Twin was talking about some whole other serious shit. I don't know why she spoke on loving other people or anything else, because I ain't giving no fuck about no hoes, no niggas. I'm the capital P, LOL. That's my twin and nothing else. Never have, never will, LOL. I can have that little shit right now if I wanted it, but she's been pushing the P harder than niggas. That's the twin. I got who I want. She's not your twin. You look nothing alike. But I also think that this is major shade to Young Thug because y'all couldn't beat him in the court. So now you're trying to ruin his relationship and ruin his image online by releasing these videos. There's other videos that have come out now on Thug, and I'm not going to show those, but this is literally you all trying to ruin Thug because he beat y'all at your own game. So Devin hasn't responded yet. If I was somewhere, I'd be changing my locks, and you could never look at the person the same, right?
No. That's why I hope this was before they were together.
It's her wife and baby daddy. It's 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
Y'all are messy. I'm so glad I ain't never in the news. I'm famous enough to get what I need, but not too famous for people to talk about me. I like it right there. That's it. It's time for thoughts and prayers. "2024 is drawing to a close, and while we hope to leave Looney Trump behind, he and his transgender lunacy comments are coming with us into 2025. Lord help us, and the trans. However, we are happy to see that Wendy Williams is out and about, smiling and riding around, enjoying time with her family. Something Papoose and Remy are not doing. Who would have thought we'd see those two splitting this year? I mean, they were the poster couple for Black Love. Maybe Travis and his fiance will take up that role. Or maybe Halle and DDG will get back together officially and give us all some hope that Black love can thrive again. But who knows what 2025 will bring. Maybe Tory Lanez will get out and he'll start chasing Meg around again. Maybe I'll be the one to find my soulmate, settle down, have some kids with Tiffany Haddish, and be the poster person for a successful love life. Like I said, who knows? But probably not. For one, we do know trifling Trump and his circus of a cabinet will meet us in the new year, and Michael Vick will make his return to football as a coach. Everyone deserves a second chance or in a second act in life. Well, everybody except Agent Orange, but then again, y'all gave him another run. Another person who could probably use a second chance is Young Thug. After all these leaked jail calls, there's some making up to be done. Mariah, just go in and give him a chance. And to whoever's been leaking all them jail cells, y'all are messy. Send me the rest. All right, that's it. All jokes aside, 2025 is literally right after this video. Literally in a couple days. So I just want to say, if you haven't achieved everything that you want in 2024, please let 2025 be the gas to accelerate your dreams. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I worked my ass off in 2020. I'm going to give me a round of applause. Me and my team. Me, Johnny, Marina, Rob, Keisha. Let me mention the others so they don't quit. Andrew.
Ariella, Jamal.
Noah. Derek. David, if you don't fix the banking issues, I'm going to take you up to Deshaun. Anyway, there's whoever. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
We had a great year, and 2025, as I get ready to take office. Oh, Kaylin. Okay, look at this face. This face don't look like it under all this Fenty makeup. By the way, Rihanna, she said send her some free shit. She did say she was sending some stuff. Shout out to Kaylin, the whole team, everybody. Is that everybody?
Now, yes, I think.
Oh, Amelia, all my campaign team, all the healthcare and lock staff that are going through hell, my attorneys. Shout out to my attorneys.
Allegedly.
Wait, no. Because we suing people. Just shout out to everybody. 2024 has been a blessing. It's been an amazing year. I am so very thankful to everybody out there. My team has done a phenomenal job, and I'm really excited to see what we're going to do in the next year, because we knew this year would be big, but I feel like next year is getting ready to be extremely big. That's why I've taken so much time to rest and get restored, and I am there, and my Adderall prescription is getting filled today, so I'm really excited for that. I just want to say, man, go into this new year safe. Be prepared to kill it next year. Whatever fear you have, set it aside. Any dream that has not been unlocked, unlock it. Anything that you want, not physical stuff, because those things will come with success. Focus on you, and please plant those seeds that you were afraid to plant this year, because you deserve it. All right, until then, follow us everywhere. The show is over. I got to get up out of here because I got something to do. Peace.
The Jason Lee Podcast.